So Christ, having been offered once to bear the sins of many, will appear a second time, not to deal with sin, but to save those who are eagerly waiting for him. Join Reverend Anthony Doeh and his panelists on Season Word as they discuss the signs of his coming every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. live on Facebook, North Canadian Assemblies of God, and on YouTube and KG Live. God bless you. So Christ, having been offered once to bear the sins of many, will appear a second time, not to deal with sin, but to save those who are eagerly waiting for him. Join Reverend Anthony Doeh and his panelists on Season Word as they discuss the signs of his coming every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. live on Facebook, North Canadian Assemblies of God, and on YouTube and KG Live. God bless you.
Your name like sweet perfume poured upon my soul. Yeah. In your name we will overcome. In his name no man are saved. The name is powerful. The name of Jesus, higher than all the name. King of all kings.
Praise the Lord.
The name of Jesus is higher.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. This evening, I bring you greetings, all the members of Assemblies of God North Canadian, and our viewers, our friends, and well-wishers all over the world. Today, I come to you with Season Word. But today is going to be a Season Word with a difference. There's going to be a special announcement based on the situation we find ourselves, unprecedented in our time, for this COVID-19 pandemic that has gripped the entire world. And everyone is on their knees. But we know that our God is still sitting on the throne and he will see us through. Amen. On the 22nd of March, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, make an announcement to suspend all gatherings that include church services. And for the past close to 3 months, the doors of Assemblies of God North Canadian has been shut. And in view of that, we resorted into virtual services. On Sunday, we have virtual Sunday morning service, followed by Bible studies, Sunday school, excuse me. And then in the evening, we had the family life, which projects how families are faring during the lockdown and the sanction on social gathering. We also had Monday morning, evening, whereby all the departmental leaders were on their platform projecting various programs for the department. We also had the season word on Wednesday, followed by Thursday, Dominion Hour, and then Friday noon also we had lunch hour prayer. This has been the program that we roll up when the church's doors were shut, and God has been moving marvelously in the life of our members. By the grace of God, last Sunday, the president gave an announcement to ease sanction on the social gathering, which means churches can gather, but with certain restrictive measures, of which the church has. We met with several leaders and groups in the church that includes pastors and the pastors, the church board, and also the protocol and the medical teams in the church to see the way forward, how we can open up the church again without any casualty. But first and foremost, I want to enumerate certain things that the government has put in place as we reopen the church and was announced by the Minister of Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs on Monday. And this includes that there should be thermometer guns or thermal scanners are to be provided for checking temperature at entry point to the church. Also, no face mask, no entry policy will be enforced. Washing facilities with running water and soap and all FDA approved alcohol-based hand sanitizers are to be provided. We also must have adequate toilet facilities, must also be made available. There should be regular cleaning and disinfecting of frequency used commercial places like toilet surfaces and frequently touched surfaces such as doorknobs, handles, preferably every 1 to 2 hours. Those things should be cleansed. And also holding room or area where a person who became sick at the gathering or the church service can be isolated from others. We also were told there must be regular disinfection of venues used by the churches, preferably once every month. Also, we're told we should train cleaners with necessary personal protective equipment, and cleaning items must be on hand to clean the facility regularly and handle waste appropriately. We also ask that churches are to ensure adequate ventilation, like open windows to allow for maximum circulation of fresh air. If possible, should avoid the use of air conditioning. We were also told that churches are to display approved health promotional materials on COVID-19 advantage points to remind the congregant to keep to social distancing protocols, wearing of masks, regular washing of hands, coughing and sneezing etiquette must be observed. Also, churches are to ensure a no handshake, no hugging, no spitting policy at all times. Churches are to follow established evacuation procedures should that become necessary to ensure evacuation. Churches are to form COVID-19 task force comprising of members who are health workers in the church, who attend our church. Also, unwell persons are not to be allowed to attend church service. We also told elderly persons and people of any age with underlying health or medical condition, heart diseases, diabetes, liver diseases, and asthma are advised to stay away from church service. Sharing personal items such as watches, jewelries, pens, mobile phones, etc. should be discouraged. If an individual is confirmed positive for COVID-19, all contact must be traced and screened. No crowded dancing and waving of handkerchief during church services. Microphones are to be sanitized immediately after each use. All persons who speak or sing in the church must wear face masks during service. Churches are to discourage singing in groups and instead pre-recorded singing in groups and instead pre-recorded songs. Pre-packaged communion-based bread and wine should be picked up by members at the point of entry. Place offering bowls. We should place offering bowls at the entrance or exit point for members to give offering and tithe when entering or on their way out of church premises, encouraging cash transfers via Momo or mobile banking as form of giving offering. In observance of social distance protocols, laying on of hands should be discouraged. We should spend at least 5 minutes to educate members on COVID-19 protocols and activities to church members. We should provide separate sitting area for aged and for families who are together. We also ask the church is encouraged to mobilize resources to help individuals who are in need, including offering church facilities to help them. These are the things that the government has imposed on the church, and of course, we are no exception. I believe that in this dispensation, two things must be vigorously pursued. Number one, faith in God. Knowing that we serve a God who is our healer, who is our protector, and who deliver us from any harm or calamities. We believe that God is in charge of this world. He has not relegated his responsibility to anyone. He's still sitting on the throne. And he will provide for us, and he will protect us. Therefore, we are secure in his arm. However, there's a need also to follow protocols. The Bible says, zeal without work is dead. So if we have zeal or we have faith, we must show by work. And therefore, all the protocols that are outlined, in view of this, when the announcement was made, I met with various groups in the church. I met with the protocols of the church and also the medical officers and the police officers to dialogue and to see the way forward and see how we can put all these protocols in place without violating the government instructions, and also to protect anyone coming to the church to worship God in a peaceful and joyful atmosphere. After meeting with the protocol, health officers and the police who attend church here, I also met with the pastors to also brainstorm certain issues. And I also met with the church, but of course, they are the decision implementing body of the church. So I met with them and we deliberate about the way forward. So all the ideas that all of us we brought it on the table, we deliberated about it, and we came out with few directions for the church. And at this hour, we'll go on a short break, and when we come back, I will take you through certain things that the church has put in place. So when you are coming to church, you must know and you'll be secure. But before we go on the break, I would like also to inform members of the church who want to come to church on Sunday. Number one, we are not going to have any children's service on Sunday. Children's service will not be held. We only accommodate the youth and the adult church. Now, the youth will start from the ages of 18 to 36, will be considered as youth. We will also have 4 different services on Sunday. We'll dedicate 2 of the first 2 services to the adult church, and the second, the third, and the 4th service to the youth church. The first service for the adult church will be purely English, and that service will start from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. 1 hour, we close, and everybody goes home. Now, Immediately after the service, 8 o'clock, we have 1 hour break, of which every member will go out and then will disinfect the whole chapel, the chairs and the floor, so that it will be free. Then the second service will start 9 a.m. Also, is purely adult, and that will be purely Cree language from 9 to 10. And then we have additional 1 hour for members to exit, for to disinfect the chapel, for the next group to come. The next group will be from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. And that will start the first service for the youth, which I say from the ages of 18 to 36. They will be composed, but if an adult happens to come, will not reject him. And that's for the youth. And then immediately they close, there will be 1 hour to exit and also disinfect the chapel. Then the last service, which is second service for the youth, will start from 1 a.m. to 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Then we close service for the day. We'll put all this information on all the platforms so that members will know what is going on. Now we have dedicated certain pastors to also call them. We'll put their numbers on the platform for you to call them and give them your names and the sections that you would love to go to. The first session, the pastor in charge will be Reverend Michael Ampofo. The second session will be Reverend Isaac Amidini. The third session will be Pastor Frimpong Enin. And the last session, which is the fourth session, will be with Pastor Emmanuel Mahama. So whatever session you want to come, call the pastor in charge, give him your name. We are only taking 100 people in the church. So we are going to go on our break. And then when we come back, I'm going to demonstrate to you how our services and the sitting arrangement is going to be. Thank you very much. Stay tuned. Continue to share the page. Invite members to listen to this instruction so that we will all work in harmony to worship our God. God bless you. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You are the Son of the living God, yeah. Oh, hey, come on. You didn't have to do it, but you did it anyhow. Thus I got paid. On the cross you said it's finished. All the debt is paid. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Let me say it. Say there's no name higher. Lift up your side and end the night. The name is so powerful. It's so invincible. Say the name. Jesus, hey, you are good. Jesus, Kadabaha, you are good. Jesus, hey, you are good. Jesus, help us say you are good. Each time, you are good than anything we can think of. Ooh, yeah. You are my healer, my savior, my righteousness. I lift my voice to you tonight. Say you are good. You are good. Yeah. Say you are good. You are good. You are good to me. Jesus. There is none worthy and awesome like you. You are good. Jesus. Say you are good. You are good. Hey. Jesus. You are good than anything we can do.
Majestic is your name, oh Lord, in all the earth. Yeah, your name is strong and mighty. Your name is glorious and great. In Him we are saved. The name of Jesus, higher than other name. No other name. The name of Jesus is higher. Alpha and Omega. No other.
Once again, welcome viewers. We are here to demonstrate this how the auditorium is going to look like on Sunday. It will take only 100 people at each service. Now, when you are coming to church, you will take the forecourt gates to enter. So every member will not use the main gate. You use the side one at the forecourt where we park cars. You enter the main gate, then you come. As soon as you enter it, they are working on the hand washing bowls. There's going to be hand washing bowl with a running water. We are connecting the tap. So the moment you wash your hand, the water will drain into the gutters. So you wash your hand, there will be soap available. When you finish, there will be paper napkin to clean it. Then you enter. The ushers will usher you in. The protocol, congregational protocol will usher you in. Then, as soon as you get to the gates, you touch on the sanitizer. Then you sanitize your hand. and they will direct you. You walk straight to seats on your on your seat. Now, this is how the seat is going to be. You see the demonstration here. So no one is sitting close to anyone. There's going to be no space. Everyone, unfortunately, my congregation is not wearing masks. But on Sunday, no mask, no entry. Is that okay? No washing of hands, no entry. Okay? So you stay where you are. If you want to do praise and worship, just be on your feet for praise and worship. And where you are, keep clapping. We praise God, we worship God, we honor God, we glorify God. Then you sit down. Then immediately after that, then I will, from here, I'll walk straight to my pulpit. And then I will also sanitize my hand because the mic has just been given to me. Then I preach my message and everything. When message is over, we are not going to give offering in the middle of the service. When service is over, we'll come out row by row. So starting from the last person at the back, can you show the camera to the gate? The last person at the back will just drop his or her offering in the bowl, and then it goes on the side. We have sanitizer here. We have another sanitizer here. You sanitize your hands because you just drop an offering, and you walk straight to the door and you go home. We will encourage you, do not stay around when service is over. Go home straight. And then as soon as you finish, can the media team play the video how the temple cleaners cleans the temple? The media team. So immediately we all go. So it will be row by row. We go gently out. Immediately we finish, everyone goes out. To the last person move out of the auditorium. No one take any other entrance or exit except the main exit will be the only exit. So we will not rush anyone. We take our time to go out gently. And after we finish, then the temple cleaners will come. They will come and disinfect the chairs and the floor and the walls and anything that has been touched. So that, and we will take 1 hour. They ask for ventilation. Thank God our church, we don't have windows. We have holes. So for ventilation, we don't have problems here. So everyone, the room will be allowed for some time to settle down. And then the second section of the service will start. And everyone will come from the entrance towards the forecourt of the church. And then we come in. This is going to be the order that we are going to see our services being run. Amen. So at this juncture, I will pause. If anyone have a question that you want to ask, you may bring up the question, and then we can entertain your question. If our members have any question, and pastors here, if you have any question also, you can ask. If you have any question here, you can ask. Any question? Yeah. Ask your question.
Yeah. A member wants to know, are we allowed to wear plastic hand gloves?
Joseph Buzungu want to know, are we allowed to wear a plastic hand gloves? According to the health profession or the committee, the task force, the health task force we have, they advise against it. The only people who be allowed to wear hand gloves will be those who work on the monies, the physical cash. If I want to encourage members as much as possible, do your offering through the momos that will give to you. But those who want to give their physical cash either by to pay tithe or offering, what will happen? I will come to that question quickly. Let me quickly chip in this. Every member should do well, just as we have been doing before. Place your tithe in an envelope before coming to church, right from your house. Place your tithe in an envelope. So the tithe is with you. The offering is with you. So as soon as we close, the tithe, you have written your name at the back of the envelope. Then what you do, you put in the bowl and you walk away. We'll take care of it. And the following Sunday, or we will send you if possible, add your telephone number if you have WhatsApp, so that we can send the WhatsApp, the receipt to you. Now, it's only those who work with physical cash who wear gloves, but no other, including the protocol. The reason why they cannot wear gloves was that, according to health personnel, when you wear gloves, you tend to forget yourself that others are not protected. So what happened? I've worn gloves, I am protected, and I can touch anything because I wear gloves, and I'm not conscious of my environment. So what happens is that you can easily contaminate others. But when you wear gloves, and when you do not wear gloves, it means that you are conscious that your hands are bare. So anytime you touch things you're not supposed to touch, you will quickly sanitize your hands, because you are now conscious of yourself that I myself, I need certain protection. So it's not something that is so fearful. It's not something that we should. God is well able to support her. People go to market, people go to places, they come back, God protect them. But we are saying that we are taking every necessary precaution so that members will be protected. Members will have the confidence that when they enter the church, everything. We have fumigated the whole compound last Monday. Tuesday, yesterday, the Zoom Lions, they were here. They fumigated every area. And therefore, the whole compound is virus-free to a greater degree. Amen. So, the answer is, the only people who will be allowed to wear gloves is those who handle physical cash. All others will not be allowed. Now, second question.
Yes, a second question. Mr. Joshua Asari. Well done, Pastor and his associate. Apart from social distancing, which you demonstrated, may I know if any exercises have been done to assess, monitor, and evaluate the laid down protocols before Sunday? If it is done, will it enable us to determine the outcome of first Sunday service?
Yeah, we have done a lot of assessments. If you listen to my earlier submission, we've met with the protocols. We met with the health personnel in the church. We also met with the police to assess and to put everything in place, make sure that the protocols work. In view of that, we are so careful that we are not rushing to have different kinds of service. That's why we say, even though we have other facilities to put people there, we say no. We will only use the main auditorium, and it will be only downstairs. Nobody will be allowed to sit upstairs. No one will go there. The whole entrances to the staircase will be closed. We all will stay down here. That's why the seat, can you show the seat around? Show the seat around. Has been arranged in this way, so that we'll be able to contain the first Sunday any eventualities. The doctors will be on duty with us. Yes, second question.
Yes, another question from Sherry Bello. Please, are pastors to confirm before they come to church service? Are they to get confirmation?
Shirley, if you can clear us what kind of confirmation.
Yeah.
That
okay, let me go to the next question from
Yes.
Carlos Doji. He says that, please, how are we going to know the church is full so we stay home?
Who is asking this question?
This is Carlos Doji.
Carlos Doji, thank you very much for this good question. That's why I told you earlier on that we have given 4 of our pastors' responsibilities. The members should call. We also put their numbers on the platforms of various departments, various platforms in the church, so that you can call them. And we says, Reverend Michael Ampoff will handle the first session. So he will be people will be coming to first session. The moment he read the 90 person to 99, it should send signals that the service is full and recommend the services that will be empty. And Pastor Reverend Isaac Amidini will be handling the second service. So those who desire to come to second service, which is 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., should send their names. We need 3 things: your name, your contacts, and your location. Your name, your contact, and your location. These are the 3 things is required. When you have also, we'll register everyone according to the government instructions. Everyone will be registered. So, and then the 3rd section will be handled by Pastor Frimpong Enin. So whoever wants to attend 3rd service, which is the youth service, should give your name to him. And the 4th and the last service, which will start from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., will be handled by Pastor Emmanuel Mahama. So if you desire to come to those things, talk to him, call him, give him your number, and he will place you in that section. Now, if a section is full, the pastor will inform you it is full, because we don't want people to come and loiter around. We want people to know that I have a place in this session. And when I come among the 100 group, I'll be among the number. I'll not be sent home. So let's observe. However, from tonight, we are going to send all this information on all social media, so that if you don't understand anything, you can find it. If you still want to call, please, I'm available. Call me. Call any of the pastors, and we'll be told as to what to do. Thank you very much, Doji.
Another question from Emmanuel Yeboah. And then,
Emmanuel Yeboah.
yes. And then I will go. Then another one also from Frederick.
Please,
Tete.
let's finish Emmanuel Yeboah.
Emmanuel Yeboah, please. Is there any digital infrared thermometer gun for checking temperature of members?
Thank you very much. By the grace of God, we have taken stock of 4 of them. But any particular time, we use 2. And the 2 be standby. So there will be a thermometer there. And if your temperature is above 37.5, we encourage you to stay home. And also, we also encourage the elderly. For the time being, we are opening up little by little. So you don't want to jam everything. So elderly, we encourage you to stay home because our services will be virtual. We'll be streaming them. So you join the service. And also, children should not come to church now. For now, please keep the children home until development, the government give us instruction to bring the children. But for now, so the youth who will come will be from 18 to 36. And 36 and above is considered an adult. So if the youth will come, you must be 18 to 36. But any lesser, please, for the time being, stay home and watch from our streaming.
From Frederick Tete.
Frederick Tete is also speaking.
Please, when you call the pastors to register your name for a particular service, will it continue the following Sunday?
Until the government says they will be at me back, sorry, it will continue. If there's a need to increase our services, based on the first Sunday, we'll know the number of people who are coming. But for now, we want to start 2 for adult, 2 for, and then it will continue every Sunday until situation change in the nation as far as COVID-19 is concerned.
Okay. But I think Bernard Osai Ansong own he said, please, so will the children be coming with us? That was already answered.
Absolutely.
So let me go to the next question. Abena Jewel, please, what about our children? Are we supposed to come with them? How is the Sunday school children going to be like? Sunday school children.
Yeah, Bernard Jewel. Right.
This is Abena Jewel.
Abena Jewel. Abena Jewel, if you follow our program, last Sunday, we started virtual service for the children. So for the time being, we'll be doing virtual services for children as they stay home. We will not leave them. We will not leave them on care. They matter to God. And Jesus specifically take interest in children. And as his under shepherd, we will also do what the master did. Therefore, we'll make sure we'll take care of the children. We'll have virtual service for them for the time being until situation change. When situation change, we'll come back to you and give you further instruction. But for now, let the children stay home.
Yeah. Joe Anani also has a question which is already answered. He said, please, will there be a thermometer to check temperature before people are allowed entry?
Yeah. Any other question?
That's all for now.
All right. So, check this how. Let's remember the COVID-19 has come to be with us for a time. Let's be wise in our dealing. Jesus said we should be as wise as we should be humble as a dove, and we should be as wise as a serpent. Let's be wise in our dealings, knowing that people will be coming to church and they need to be comforted, they need to be protected, and they need to go home healthy. Let's observe these protocols. Any other questions, something you don't understand, please feel free to call me or call any other pastors, and we will answer your question. Thank you very much. We thank God If anyone has question, you may ask quickly. There's a question. Can we really want to answer every question? Who?
Yeah, Linda.
Linda.
Yes. Will your seat for a particular service be reserved for you, or one will be allowed to reserve every Sunday through call?
One will be allowed to reserve every Sunday. By then, let me take it back. If you indicate that this is the service you want to come, and we are sure of it, we'll reserve it for you. But if you know you not come, maybe a particular Sunday, especially Linda, you are a health worker. Maybe Sunday they say come to work. Quickly let the pastor know so that your name will be taken off and put someone else's name there.
Frederick Tete says, I mean, when you register for, let's say, first service, the following Sunday, can you come for first service only, or you can change to any other service?
You can change if you wish to, but you need to communicate to the pastors to know that you'll not be in this service, but you'll be in that service so that we place you there.
Okay.
Provided there's space.
Thank you.
All right. Provided there's space. So, church, life is not going to be the same. The COVID-19 has changed the way we do things. The COVID-19 has given us a different dispensation. Let us be wise. Let us do according to the protocol and also have faith in our God who heals. And he will see us through. Like the president says, these two shall pass. These two shall pass. May God bless you. May God strengthen you. And may the Lord cause his face to shine upon you. As we prepare to receive you on Sunday, know that God is going to do miracle in your life. God will see us through. And the church of God will march forward. And the church will expand. Jesus said in Matthew chapter 16, I will build my church, and the gate of hell shall not prevail against it. COVID-19 can never prevail against the church. As doors are open, the church will take advantage and advance the gospel. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord strengthen you. And as we meet on Sunday, God will do something spectacular. And miracles will come your way. Thank you very much. And God bless you. And thank you, pastors. God bless you.
Somebody say Jesus. The name of Jesus is higher than cancer. There is a name. Oh, hey, at the mention of Jesus, every knee bow and every tongue confess that Jesus. Somebody say Jesus. La dimi kadosha, dimi kadosha. Every knee shall bow, every tongue confess, hey, that you are Lord. Yeah. You're the one who was and needs to come. You are the Son of the living God. Yeah. Oh, hey, come on. You did enough to do it, but you did it anyhow. That's agape. On the cross you said it's finished. All the debt is paid. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Let me say it. Say there's no name higher are good. Jesus, hey, you are good. Jesus, you are good. Jesus, hey, you are good. Jesus, help us say you are good. Inside, you are good than anything we can think of. Oh, yeah. You are my healer, my savior, my righteousness. I lift my voice to you tonight, saying you are good. You are good. Yeah. Saying you are good. You are good. You are good to me. Jesus. There is none worthy and awesome like you, Lord. Jesus. Saying you are good. You are good. Hey. Jesus. You are good than anything we can do. Power.